The date today is September 12th, 2018. Sergeant Gomez, do you have the time?
Sir, how can we help you?
Yes, I need to file a police report. The time is 5:54 p.m. I'm here with Sergeant Gomez, Officer Arcia, and off-duty officer at Publix, Officer Diaz. I spoke with the security for Publix, Robert Salazar. Now, he specifically gave me instructions on how to obtain video footage from Publix. He lied to me on how to obtain that video footage. He lied to me several times. First, he gave me the wrong phone number, okay? Then, he left me a message stating that he gave me the wrong phone number, okay? And on top of that, he sarcastically, when I called him back, he sarcastically, referred to the situation as if it wasn't that big of a deal. Now, we are talking about a police brutality case. An officer of yours, whose name is Officer Rodriguez, right? Now, let's step over here.
No, sir, we're not stepping anywhere. How can we help you?
Okay, I would like to show you the paperwork, the evidence of what I'm talking about.
Sir, we been granted you a couple weeks ago.
After I was brutally assaulted. Yes, sir.
Okay, sir, how can we help you?
Thank you. Now, there's a summons that has to be served to the Miami Police Department in regards to this police brutality case. Now, the instructions that were given to me by Robert Salazar, the security at Publix, okay? Mind you, he's in charge of the security of more than 100 people that work at this Publix that I was brutally assaulted at in front of on the corner of 3rd and 7th, okay? Now, I went to the 601 police building, okay, in Miami, and the officer who serves summons to the police department specifically told me that you can see here.
So listen, I need to look at that. What is that? Let me help you.
Yes. He lied to me on how to obtain the video footage. Now, as you know, video footage in a police brutality case is crucial evidence. Now, he specifically told me, and I have a recorded conversation of me talking to him, of him giving me specific instructions on how to subpoena video footage, because the policy and procedure at Publix is you have to subpoena video footage in order to retrieve video footage. He specifically told me to make it out to Publix Corporate and put Attention Legal Department, and to put the address 3300 Publix Corporate Parkway, Lakeland, Florida 3381. Okay? Now, this document regarding to a police brutality case that you know that I'm suffering from, I have several injuries because of, was given to the police department for them to serve to the city of Miami Police Department. Now, I wrote the exact information that he told me to write on the subpoena this video footage. Now, I came here today after Officer Reyes, badge number 8332, specifically told me that the instructions he gave me was false, and the Miami Police Department cannot send a subpoena to Lakeland, Florida. Okay? He specifically told me that I need to send this subpoena to the police department in Polk County, and then they are the ones who are responsible to serve this subpoena to the Publix Corporate, so they can then subpoena this video footage. Now, mind you, I have a court date on October 18th in front of Judge in regards to this video footage. Now, I came to this Publix today, as I do every single day, to get the necessary living necessities. And I specifically spoke with the store manager, Officer Diaz. What is the store manager's name again?
Alfonso.
Alfonso. Now, I spoke with the store manager in front of Officer Diaz specifically because I wanted him to be witness of how important they don't think someone being brutally assaulted by a police officer is. Now, I stood right out here and spoke to him in front of Mr. Diaz, explaining to him that the security for Publix lied to me on how to obtain video footage pertaining to a police brutality, okay, that I'm a victim of. He then said he doesn't care, what does it have to do with him? And I very respectfully said, Mr. Diaz, sure, do you understand the way that I'm speaking? He said, we're done here, we're done. And he walked away from me, as if I disrespected him. But he specifically said that because he felt guilty about what he did. And Mr. Diaz, Officer Diaz was witness to that. Now, I have to come to this Publix every single day to buy food for myself. Okay? Mind you, I live down the street from here. This is the only grocery store in the vicinity. And eating food is a necessary living necessity. Because of what he said, and because of the fact that the security at Publix lied to me, and obviously doesn't care about the security at Publix, I feel I'm in fear to come to Publix, especially after I was brutally assaulted directly in front of Publix. Now, and you agree with that? You're nodding your head yes. Now, I'd like to file a police report. And I'd like to make a note that Officer Gomez started laughing when I said that. Once again, I'd like to file a police report for Sergeant Gomez, and I'd like Officer Diaz's what he witnessed to also be included in that police report. And the young lady in there, what's her name?
I don't know her name.
There's another store manager in there, a black lady with gold teeth. I mentioned this to her 4 or 5 days ago in regards to the safety of Publix, because the people who are in charge of security at Publix lied to me. You understand? In regards to a police brutality case. You understand? On how to subpoena video footage. And so I explained to her that, you know, she needs to be aware of this because this ultimately puts the security of the more than 100 people that work here at Publix at risk. And she understood completely. Now, when I came back today after receiving this information on how to properly subpoena video footage, okay, from the police department, from Officer Reyes, badge number 8332, I brought this to the attention of the supervisor, the store manager, and all of the superiors here at Publix. Now, as I stated in front of Officer Diaz, he said he didn't care, and what does it have to do with him? And gave me a flat-out disrespectful attitude.
Sir, can I address both of your concerns? Number one is, the concern here is not a criminal matter. That's something you could deal with your court.
How is it not a criminal matter if I was brutally assaulted by one of your officers?
That's a separate incident. That happened on a separate day when Publix wasn't open.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, do you understand what I say when I say I have to come to this Publix and get food for myself?
Sir, what's your name again? Let me get your name.
Omar Monson Ibrahim Fuad.
Omar, that was the day that you were Baker Act, correct? Because I was present.
Why was I Baker Act?
For many reasons.
Okay, name the most important reason.
You were hallucinating.
I was hallucinating?
Yeah.
I don't do drugs.
So how can we help you? The Publix has something to do with
Before we actually file the police report, okay,
what police report for what?
in regards to the store manager here,
That's not illegal, so they don't have to give you any information if they don't want to. You can deal with their corporate.
I need to file. As I just stated, I contacted corporate to obtain video footage.
And that's between you and a civil thing. It's a civil matter.
Okay. So in other words, you're telling me the fact that the person in charge of security at Publix, he lied to me on how to obtain this video
It's
footage?
a civil matter.
So you're telling me that the security at Publix is not at risk? If the security officer for Publix lied to me?
It's a civil matter. It's a civil matter. You can, if I were you, I would,
It's a civil matter because they're obviously at risk.
sir, I would consult with an attorney so they can assist you.
I am the attorney, sir.
Oh, you do.
I'm handling the case pro se. As you can see, I have all the court documents here.
You have a license in state court?
No, I'm handling the case pro se.
Okay. So how can I help you? I can help you with the civil matter. What else can we do?
I'd like to file a police report
Or?
for the fact that I feel like my security, my safety is at risk at this Publix that I have to go to every day to get food for myself, because when I spoke with the store manager, he told me he doesn't care, and what does it have to do with him?
Hold on. You can come anytime after 4 o'clock at the Publix here, and there's a police officer every single day after 4. And we'll make sure that you're protected, okay?
And I believe that you'll do that. But while we're here now, I'd like for there to be some sort of report regarding this incident. Because Officer Diaz witnessed the conversation with me and the store manager, and Officer Diaz is intelligent enough, being that he's an officer, to recognize that he was being very disrespectful, and he was showing signs of the fact that he didn't care at all by his actions and the words that he chose to use. Officer Diaz, do you agree?
No, sir. That's your opinion.
Okay. Well, I'd like to file a police report.
What we do is we're going to give you an incident number of the report.
Yes, sir.
But it's based on a civil matter, okay?
Okay.
Okay?
So you're going to give me an incident report number?
Okay. The officer's going to give you a case right now, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to discuss the situation where you're getting break record as well?
Yes, I'd like to. Yes. Okay. Yes. So, Sergeant Gomez, were you or were you not present on the night of August 7th, 2018, on the corner of 3rd and 7th, right there, when I was brutally assaulted by Officer Rodriguez, and sustained several injuries? Also, let me point out I have a lipoma mass on my neck that is an inch in diameter, okay? That is causing pain to go from my neck to the top of my brain, because Officer Rodriguez put me in a chokehold like this to the point where I couldn't breathe, and I was then brought to my knees saying, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. The 5th time I said I couldn't breathe.
That's not true, sir.
That is very true.
You were being corrected right
I was, because he tried to cover it up. The 5th time that I said I couldn't breathe, he violently twisted my neck to the right, and then he picked me up and slammed me onto the concrete onto my left side. That's why I have, yes it is. That's why I have injuries to my feet, and there's a trajectory point on my slippers that line up perfectly with the cut on my middle toe and the broken nail on my toe, and the scars on my left side from when he picked me up and slammed me onto my left side. Okay?
That's not true.
It's common for you to deny that, okay, to protect yourself and the officer. Now, whether you believe it, whether you're going to deny it or not, which most likely people like you always do in this type of situation, it is true. Okay? Now, there is no way you're going to be able to justify that or deny that. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm also going to file a notice in court for you to appear and for Officer Rodriguez to appear to specifically explain yourself. Okay? Because mind you, I have audio and video evidence proving that he brutally assaulted me, and I have audio evidence proving that the hospital that he brought me to tried to cover up the police brutality. And they were all working together, the nurses, the doctors, the staff members. They lied on reports to the doctor to try to make the officer look better in this situation. Okay?
Sir,
now,
sir, I'm not going to argue with you. I was there.
Yes.
You were not brutalized. You were being corrected. Okay, sir?
okay, I was brutally assaulted, and then I was
How can I
corrected.
help you? How can I help you?
Okay, sir, did you or did you not say you have 3 seconds to leave?
Sir, you want me to write a report?
Answer the question,
with
sir.
Facts that I witnessed, or you want to go to internal affairs?
I already went to the internal affairs. But what I'm saying is,
You went to internal affairs, right? Make a report?
Yeah.
Okay, then that'll be investigated by them, sir.
Yeah, and I'm filing the police report. I'm filing the lawsuit myself.
Okay, listen, we'll give you an incident number
Huh?
regarding that we responded, regarding the civil complaint that you have against Publix.
Yeah,
Okay?
yes.
That's it, we're done.
Okay, but let me ask you a question. Did you or did you not say I have 3 seconds to leave?
No, sir, you were being corrected.
Right, and you Baker acted me after I was
Sir,
brutally
I'm
assaulted.
not speaking to you anymore, okay?
Okay.
You're done.
So you're denying that you said I had 3 seconds to leave?
I'm not speaking to you anymore, okay? You were being corrected.
Okay, well let me remind you of what you did. You were standing
Sir,
there,
sir,
I was
We're
standing
not
here.
discussing this anymore.
Okay,
We're done.
I would like to discuss it.
Okay,
You
you're in
don't
the
mind?
middle of the business, okay? Sir.
Do you mind if I have
Are you
5
done?
minutes of your time?
No, we're done, sir. Okay? You went through internal affairs. They'll
That's
investigate.
the same
They'll
thing the store
investigate.
manager said.
Okay, sir. Have a good day.
Okay, but
Okay.
are you really gonna lie like that?
Is he allowed in the property?
Of course I am.
Yeah, the manager, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course I
Sir,
am.
we're done with you. We gave you a consent number, correct?
Huh?
All right.
Okay, so
And everything else, you go through internal affairs.
could you
okay?
just answer the question though? Be honest.
No, I'm not dealing with you anymore.
Sir, could you please be honest?
No, sir. You were Baker acting.
Okay, I was Baker acted against my will because I was brutally assaulted.
You're saying the doctors covered up the Baker act.
They tried, but we proved that they were lying. Now, specifically,
Have a good day, sir.
sir, you said I had 3 seconds to leave. And after I didn't leave, Officer Rodriguez brutally assaulted me, sir. Sir, could you please tell the truth? Sergeant Gomez, could you please tell the truth? Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks for lying. I explained to them the evidence that I obtained that they didn't have, specifically about the gentleman in that building who I have on video camera, who was in the background of when.
You're being recorded too, by the way.
Yes, thank you, thank you. When Officer Rodriguez brutally assaulted me, there was an individual in a red shirt sitting down, and he witnessed the entire thing, and I have him on video camera. Now, I took it upon myself to speak with several people in that apartment building, and they specifically pointed out that that gentleman is the spouse of the young lady who lives in apartment 1. So I had to bring that to the attention of Detective Dolce. He's the investigative officer at Internal Affairs.
Okay, that's fine. So
Yes, so I brought that to his attention, and I explained to him the evidence that I've accumulated since the last time I spoke with him. Now, and then that was it. And then when I got home today, the mail for the subpoena of the video footage, I forgot to put a stamp on there for it to be mailed to mailed to Polk County Police Department for it to be served to corporate, so I could obtain the video footage of the camera right there. You know what I'm saying? So, so that's why I was here. I was coming to purchase a stamp, and then the gentleman, the store manager here, he complained to Mr. Diaz, who I had a conversation in front of with him. He said I was causing problems here, and that's not true.
all right. So what's your business here in Palm Beach right now? You already got what you wanted.
No, I was gonna purchase a stamp so I could mail the letter for the subpoena to obtain that video footage on that camera, and that's the policy and procedure of Publix. You have to subpoena video footage.
That specific camera right there for what? What happened here?
Well, I mean that specific camera is pointing in this direction, so you know I'm hoping it captured at least me walking by, or maybe hopefully me even yelling that I couldn't breathe, or even possibly customers who sat here and witnessed me being brutally assaulted saying something like, "Hey, what are they doing to that kid?" You know, or something along those lines. So that's specifically why I need to subpoena that video footage.
All right.
And I explained that to Officer Detective Dolce as well. Now, like I said, I was coming to purchase a stamp so I could mail that subpoena to the Polk County Police Department for it to be served to corporate. Now, the store manager, when I got here, Mr. Diaz approached me and said he needed to talk to me. I asked him why, and then he specifically told me that the store manager said I was causing problems, and that's not the case. All I did was come here to explain to him that the store safety is at risk because of the fact that the person in charge of the security cameras, who's supposed to be securing the store, lied to me on how to subpoena video footage, gave me the wrong phone number.
And contact directly corporate so they can give you that information. But these people, even though they work here, they might be clueless about the procedure to get the video.
Well,
So
that's
it has
understandable.
To be corporate from Publix.
Yeah, that's-
So you have to go to corporate, know these people here.
Absolutely. That's
Have nothing to do with that.
that's absolutely understood. He mentioned that. That has nothing to do with me. But he also said he didn't care. You understand? And he was very disrespectful when he was communicating with me about the safety and security of Publix.
Then
Mind you,
that's an employee there. Then you can make a complaint against that employee there as well. Just call corporate and make a complaint on that too.
absolutely. But I mean, you have to understand, I come to this Publix every single day because I live 5 minutes from here. And I come here every day to buy food for myself, which is a necessary living task. You know what I'm saying? So I felt I was in fear for my life, being that the security for Publix cameras lied to me. And then the manager,
Make a
the,
complaint about him too. Just like you're doing that complaint to the officer as well.
that's what I'm saying.
You
But
have the right to do so, man. Nobody is preventing you from doing so.
absolutely, but you know, I don't appreciate the fact that the store manager would lie, especially when I had the conversation in front of Mr. Diaz. Mr. Diaz will tell you I did not disrespect him, I did not yell at him, I didn't use any foul language. All I did was explain to him that I was in my safety was in fear, but my safety was at risk, and the more than 100 employees that work here, safety was at risk because of the individual who's supposed to be securing the cameras. You understand? So that's a problem, man. You know, I was managing a store for myself, and my family owned stores, so I could imagine what's on the mind of these people. You understand? And you know, I feel obligated to bring that to the attention of the store manager, at least. You know what I'm saying? I mean, mind you, when I was working at a store in Model City, Miami, I had to write 6 or 7 trespassing citations. And the police that were patrolling that area, they could care less about the people coming to the store to rob me at gunpoint, assaulting me, stealing from the store. You know, they did so many illegal things, and it didn't stop until I went to the FBI and explained to the FBI what they were doing. And literally the next day, all of those people in that area disappeared. They were elderly people and children who came to the store just to thank me for what I did. You understand what I'm saying? And it's a shame that, you know, that's been going on for that long. And it took me one chance to go to the FBI to explain to them for that to stop.
So, all right, so you already know what the procedure is. If you want to complain against the manager, you could do so too. All right, there's always a number on the website so you can complain, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, now make it easier for us. Make it easier for yourself. Step off the property for now. If they don't want you in there, if they tell us not to let you inside again, then if you go inside, you're you're subject to be arrested. All right, just to let you know that.
Well, I understand your position.
We have a job to do, and we have nothing to do with that.
I understand your
So if
position.
they tell me you're trespassing, then I have to go with what the law says. All
Right.
right. So I
Yes,
don't
sir.
want to make it harder for you, bro.
I understand your position, but in all actuality, I'm not breaking any laws, because the conversation that I had that they're claiming was causing trouble was in front of Mr. Diaz, and Mr. Diaz witnessed that I did not disrespect him. I didn't cause any trouble. All I was doing was bringing to their attention
I
that
do believe you. I do believe you.
I was just bringing to their attention that the store's safety is at risk and my safety is at risk. So for him to say something like he's going to trespass me because I'm causing problems, that's false. That's falsified information. And mind you, I live 5 minutes from here. I come here every day to buy food for myself, a necessary living task. And that's just so coincidental that at the same time I'm subpoenaing video footage from Publix. I was brutally assaulted in front of Publix. You understand what I'm saying? And today I'm coming to purchase a stamp so I can mail the
You
letter.
made that complaint already, right? Against the officer. You already did it.
Yes.
And that's it, bro. Just like you did it with the officer, that you made a complaint, you can make a complaint here against the personnel in the store.
Yes, sir.
All right, you have your rights. All right.
So
I'm not telling you
so
otherwise.
am I breaking any laws?
Right now, they don't want you inside, so I have to go with what they say. All right.
Yeah, but I mean, you have an officer of the law here who's abided by
Given a
oath.
trespass warning, that means you are subject to arrest after you trespass. So you're not allowed inside.
But
So if you go
what
back
reason?
inside, you're going to be arrested.
For what reason did they say I'm not allowed inside?
They can refuse service to whoever they want. You got to deal with the corporate office for that.
Isn't this a public grocery store?
It's not public. It's not public. It's Publix.
So it's private.
It's private, correct. It's a private company. Public is out there, the sidewalk. All this here is private. It's a business.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
could I ask you one last question? Now, in order to write, I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm just, I know I have legal rights, So I'm an American citizen who knows, and I'm 100% sure that I did not break any laws, and there's no legal reason why I'm not allowed to come to
Go
a
look at
grocery
the
store.
statute when you get a chance. Google it. Trespassing in Florida.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is I know my rights, and I know that I didn't break any laws to not be allowed to come into this Publix. And I know that the information that they're giving to you officers is falsified information under the pretenses of that they're claiming that I'm causing problems in the store. So that's why I'm saying if you guys, God forbid, would have to write a trespassing citation.
That citation
What-
is you're going to go to jail.
Okay, yeah, a trespassing
Arrest warrant.
arrest form. The specific law that they say I broke, you would have to write that down.
81009.
What is it?
81009. Look it up.
What's the name? What does that mean?
Trespassing after warning.
After warning. But doesn't there has to be like a real reason why I was trespassed?
Read the statute. Okay? Right now you gotta go. Okay, you have, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 officers here. You have people that are all watching. You're disturbing their work.
I'm
You
not
have to
disturbing
go.
anything.
Okay.
I just came to
We've gone
shop.
through this already a couple times. We did this last week. We did this a week prior. You gotta go. We've been very fair with you.
Well, we've only seen each other once in front of this
We've been
Publix.
very fair with you. We've spoken to you. We've answered all your questions. You can go to internal affairs if you want to file a complaint, but you got to go now. Okay?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
All right, thank you,
absolutely.
man.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
Am I allowed to go purchase the stamp?
They said they don't want you back inside, so that means you can't go.
No, he said I could buy the
Go
stamp.
to another store.